The used SUV market in 2026 is an absolute disaster zone. 9 particular models are piling up on lots because buyers who purchased them 6 months ago are now panicking to get rid of them. Owner satisfaction is tanking below 40%. People are visiting service departments multiple times before the odometer even shows 5 digits. And the value drop? So severe that owners owe $15,000 more than their SUV is worth. The shocking twist? 3 come from manufacturers everyone swore were unbreakable. Let's rank these 9 catastrophes from bad to absolute nightmare. Number 9, 2022 Infiniti QX80. Landing at number 9, the 2022 Infiniti QX80. This luxury barge is gathering dust with 256 days sitting unsold and barely 687 moving last quarter. Sticker prices have collapsed to $52,300 from original MSRPs pushing past $75,000. Power comes from a 5.6-liter V8 cranking 400 horses and 413 pound-feet. That's the exact same mill you'll find in the Nissan Armada because they're basically siblings. Gas mileage? Absolutely brutal at 13 city and 19 highway. The 9-speed automatic acts sluggish in stop-and-go traffic. Luxury touches include premium semi-aniline leather, genuine wood accents, and a Bose theater sound system. Highway cruising is legitimately comfortable, but the tech? Painfully dated. No wireless phone connectivity, and it uses a twin-screen interface automotive journalists were mocking 5 years ago. Mechanical problems show up fast, transmissions grenading around 70K, suspension wearing out too early, electrical demons leaving technicians scratching heads. Reliability forecast sits at 2 out of 5. Here's the insane part. This loses value faster than SUVs costing 30 grand less. 5 years in, you've kissed goodbye to roughly 68%. Towing capacity hits 8,500 pounds, and the cabin feels genuinely upscale, but something's fundamentally wrong when a 3-year-old example costs less than a brand new Highlander. At number 8, the 2023 Chrysler Pacifica AWD. Hold on, isn't that a minivan? Yep, and that's precisely why it's dying. Chrysler attempted to rebrand this as a crossover alternative by slapping all-wheel drive on it. Consumers didn't bite. Currently rotting at 268 days of inventory with just 2,347 finding homes. The 3.6-liter V6 pumps out 287 horsepower with 262 pound-feet. Fuel numbers hit 19 city and 28 highway with front drive. Go AWD and watch that highway number crater to 17. The 9-speed automatic has documented nightmares with erratic shifting and complete mechanical failure before 60,000 miles. Equipmentless looks impressive. Stow-and-go folding seats, power-operated sliding doors, Uconnect 5 interface, even a built-in shop vacuum. Interior volume is unbeatable for hauling families. But electrical gremlins infest every corner. The screen freezes and crashes constantly. That AWD system develops vibrations through the drivetrain that no dealer can eliminate. Consumer Reports handed it a 1 out of 5 predicted reliability rating. Literally rock bottom. 4 years down the road, you're staring at 61% depreciation. Major drivetrain warranty claims are disturbingly common. When everything functions correctly, the Pacifica genuinely is the ultimate family transport. But when everything functions correctly is carrying a lot of weight. Good chance it won't survive to 6 figures without eating a major repair bill. Number 7, the 2024-2025 Mazda CX-50. Wait, number 7 is the Mazda CX-50? Yeah, but this one's actually a winner. The CX-50 embodies everything Mazda does right. Handling that embarrasses premium brands, and construction quality at everyday pricing. Consumer Reports scores it at 83 overall, with reliability forecast at 4 out of 5. Base power comes from a 2.5-liter naturally breathing 4-banger, making 187 horses. Turbo option bumps that to 256. Both hook to a buttery 6-speed traditional automatic. Base fuel economy clocks 25 city and 31 highway with 2-wheel drive, or 24-30 with all-wheel traction. Turbo versions drop slightly to 23-29. Consumer Reports specifically calls out how well the CX-50 corners and rides. Steering is laser precise. Body lean is virtually absent. Interior execution humiliates vehicles wearing 15 grand higher price tags. Soft surfaces everywhere, legitimate contrast stitching across the dash, switchgear that clicks with authority. Safety credentials are bulletproof. IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, complete iActive Sense Package Standard. Cargo volume measures 31.4 pubes behind the second row, opening up to 56.3 total. Drawbacks are minimal. Some people struggle with the infotainment learning curve initially. Backseat legroom runs a bit tight for really tall passengers. Reliability outlook is stellar. Resale performance keeps improving. 3-year-old examples hold 62 to 72% of their original MSRP, among the strongest performers available. Total ownership over 5 years projects around $47,500 for an AWD base trim. Number 6 brings us the 2023 Nissan Armada. This body-on-frame dinosaur is slowly going extinct. Dealerships are drowning in them at 241 days of supply with merely 1,189 transactions. Average asking prices at $47,900. That 5.6-liter V8 generates 400 horses with 413 pound-feet. Numbers sound muscular until you examine what it drinks: 13 city and 18 highway. Annual fuel costs will legitimately exceed what many people pay monthly for their car note. 7-speed automatic is antiquated but reliable. Towing tops out at 8,500 pounds, genuinely useful if you're dragging boats regularly. Off-road chops with the 4-wheel drive setup are competent. Third-row seating actually accommodates adults, but literally everything else feels 2 product cycles behind. Infotainment hardware dates back to 2017. Reliability scores below segment average with premature brake failures, air conditioning breakdowns, and electrical faults after 50,000 miles. 5-year value retention craters to 38%. That $48,000 Armada you bought fresh will command roughly $25,000 after 5 years. The Armada occupies this weird no man's land, too fuel hungry for practical family duty, too technologically backward for luxury aspirations, and thoroughly outgunned by Tahoe and Expedition. Unless your absolute priority is maximum volume and you couldn't care less about efficiency or modern features, there's literally zero compelling reason to choose one. At number 5, another genuinely good SUV, the 2024-2025 Honda CR-V. This nameplate has dominated Consumer Reports recommendation lists for multiple decades. Current generation maintains that legacy with an 84 overall score and 4 out of 5 reliability projection. Motivation comes from a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder delivering 190 horses and 179 pound-feet. Hybrid powertrain available as well. Standard gas engine achieves 28 city and 34 highway with front drive, or 27-32 with all-wheel capability. Hybrid variant hits 43, 36, 40 combined. Consumer Reports emphasizes the exceptional practicality. Cabin design is brilliantly executed, with enormous storage compartments, clever touches, and seating arrangements that maximize usable volume. Cargo capacity leads the class, 39.3 cubes behind the back seats, expanding to 76.5 total. Ride isolation is superb, filtering out pavement imperfections while keeping handling composed. Safety credentials are top drawer. IIHS Top Safety Pick Award. Interior quality took a major leap forward in this generation. Backseat accommodations are exceptional. Known concerns: Honda's 1.5-liter turbo in some previous applications showed oil dilution issues in freezing climates, though current CR-Vs appear to have resolved this. Some drivers find the CVT transmission less engaging. Highway wind noise creeps up slightly at speed. Reliability prognosis is excellent. Resale strength is legendary. 3-year-old examples retain 68 to 72% of original MSRP, among the strongest performers available. Total ownership over 5 years projects around $47,500 for an AWD base trim. Number 4 shocks people. The 2023 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. Inventory is bloating at 301 days with barely 1,800 moving. Asking prices collapsed to $58,700 from original stickers routinely exceeding $85,000.